Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Vlad,
Yeah, what's good?
I'm on stream, brother. You're the topic of conversation.
Yeah, you think?
Vlad, what's going on?
Man, look, if you look at like my previous tweets, I was talking about how ridiculous the whole news cycle was because they were bringing back this old video from May of Kelsey's bodyguard saying that she really was the shooter, and people like, oh, look, the evidence is in. And I'm like, this is a tweet from May. And he wasn't even the bodyguard that night. He was the bodyguard who claims you overheard something during the court proceedings, whatever. And people were like, oh, that's because Jay-Z, he bought off all the jurors. I said, okay, that's an interesting idea for a tweet. So I created this whole ridiculous tweet with every conspiracy theory laid out one after the other, to the point of even saying that Jay-Z did a verse for the judge's grandson.
Yeah, that was reaching, of course.
You think that was reaching?
Well, hey, listen, I knew this was a satirical tweet from the get-go. I was just speaking about the tweet on stream here. And by the way, Vlad, I'm telling you, you fucked the hip-hop game up with this. Usually I get about 15,000 people watching me. I have 31,000 right now listening to me. Just let you know, okay? And it's all because of you.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Guys, you hear what Vlad says. Vlad comes forward, calls in the Akademiks and says, you know what? I was just messing with the system. I just tweeted just to say something. And OG had said it earlier. I hate to say he was right. OG said it was some bull crap straight up off the bat. And hey, man, I bow down. OG, you there?
But the damage is already done.
OG, you know, I knew you were going to say that because he playing with the culture and he knows he's just throwing it out there for the sarcasm to make people feel he want to just mess with the system to say, yeah, y'all don't really know what's going on. I could say this or anything and y'all gonna fall for it. It's ridiculous what y'all think. You people, and it's our people, because this is not this is not sent to this is not directed at his people. This is directed at our people.
But he's actually equated, because it's just like movies. We look at a movie and watch a monster movie and you think that that's not true. They say anything the mind can conceive, the body can achieve. So when you watch these movies, and I was telling my son last week, I was telling my grandson, he was talking, he's getting ready to go to college, and I was telling him about robotics. And I was explaining to him that in 1963, when the Jetsons came out, we thought that was in outer space. We would never imagine that they had robots rolling the streets today. In 2026, you see it. So this, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad called it subliminal seduction. That everything that Vlad said was true. He put a truth in it, but it was a bigger mechanism. He did it for a ghetto audience to rise you against Jay-Z, but he just showed you what connection that they got with the Supreme Court, with the politicians, what they can make any scenario they want, and people will go for it. So this is deeper than what you just think. Glad told the truth, but he didn't tell on the true people.
Wow. His confession and all of this is supposed to be just sarcasm. Basically, he said on a little bit more of this that Tory Lane's already been sentenced, so it really ain't no sweat down his back. If he want to call in, he could call in to the show. So he's like, all of these things are being said because he said that the bodyguard had been surfacing, like I said earlier, resurfacing some information about Tory didn't do it. But he already convicted, so I can pretty much say whatever I want to say, and what you gonna do about it, pretty much. And it's like, you know already I'm stretching it to say the grandfather got a verse, and you know I'm stretching to say that he paid off all of these people, Jay paid off all these people. But at any rate, it's a plot against the culture and shows the diameter to where he can say whatever he wants to say. He kind of is trying to say, I got power to say whatever and flex in your culture any kind of way I want to, and you guys gonna have to receive it. because I'm the voice in your culture. Pretty much.
Not pretty much all the way. I'm your white daddy, and do as I say, not as I do.
So I think he's more trying to, I don't know if he's taking sides with Jay-Z or if he's picking on Jay-Z. Is he trying to kick Tory Lanez while he's down, or is he picking on Tory Lanez? He's just kind of playing with the culture, with the things that he's saying any way he wants to. It's like you ever seen a cat with some yarn and you kind of throw it out there and he plays with it and he pulls it back in? He's kind of toying around with both sides, really.
No, I don't play with cats.
Well, I'm just saying, if you took a dog and threw a stick and he went and fetched it and brought it back to you, you can fake throw the stick, the dog didn't go, you put it behind your back, he sit there, he's looking for the stick, he's looking for the tennis ball. If you toying around with anything, a kid, you take a kid, you tell him, oh man, let's play hide and seek. You go over there, this is a kid. You as a grown man, tell that kid to go over here or go over there. You playing games that they can't perceive with their mind just yet. Is this what I see? Because it seems like he's just toying around with the culture.
But then again, just like you say, now, as long as he put it out, everybody will take it. It's just like earlier I was talking to somebody and I was telling them about Seti Nash. And they, about what Seti Nash, I got all this from Seti Nash. But if TMZ said it's the gospel because Seti Nash is black, and he said, I don't care never what he say, but that's how we do with each other. Instead of taking the information and like, okay, that's good information, I can use it. Now, before, when they were crying out about Jay-Z or this and this and that, but now since Vlad said it, whether he take it back or not, he already said it. And it's somebody that hate Jay-Z, man, you know what Vlad said about it? They don't say what he came and took back. So it's just like, it's weird that the things that we do, and we allow these people to do it to us. And they like you said about what you said, the cat in the yarn, we the yarn.
He play with you however he want to. Yeah.
We the yarn, huh?
I just know when you look at Vlad and the stuff that he said, he have a confession and he throws that stuff out there. Vlad has said, let's just take it from this angle. Vlad has had some very serious interviews where he sat down and gave deep, in-depth, pretty much conversations with different people. And people, it was a believable thing where somebody might have did 50 years in prison, 30 years in prison, our people. And it was like, damn, man, that was a great interview. And so basically we was like, damn, amazed at the fact of what this guy had went through or what this woman had went through. Now he comes back in this day and age and just say whatever and plays with the internet however he wants to. You get this in the algorithm and you kind of trying to play the algorithm to where now people will say, oh, let's talk about Vlad because nobody wasn't talking about him before he done this, and not in the way they're doing right now. Like DJ Akademiks just said, I got 30-some thousand people online right now because you did this. Believe me, there's more. There's people all over the internet talking about what he said, how he strategically put out this tweet. And I think it's kind of the way he's slandering, whether it's real or not, is pretty much detrimental to the culture's health when it comes down to even taking us serious in who we are. I gotta say that because what he's doing, he's trying to play it to where you can toy around with our people. He's not doing nobody else like this.
Right. But now, if Boss Talk hadn't said something like that, we'd have got minus zeros. Negroes, man, they don't know nothing, they lying. Now everybody want paperwork. But when Vlad said it, nobody asked legitimately, where is his paperwork?
Right. When I said that to you, you was like, where is that? Why he hadn't produced it? We asked, I think with you, I said what he said, you asked all the right questions. Where's the stuff at to prove it? Oh, that's not even real. Why would he even think, so I think that's the part where I had to call you back and say, man, this dude is crazy. He out here really just with a big platform like he got saying whatever, and everybody pretty much stops, halt, and say, hey, man, he did get paid off by Jay-Z? He says, I got paid off. They also paid off all the jury members. And now it's sarcasm. But there's, like you said, some truth in this thing too. I think there are some things that he knows this didn't happen because he's more entwined with it than us.
So now, okay, now you said that Tory Lanez can't say nothing because he's still Jay-Z ain't in jail. That's called defamation of character.
Yeah, and I think Jay-Z and them kind of kept it. They hadn't said nothing. Many cease and desist letters they sent out.
He can't say nothing about it because the white hand, he's just a worker for white people. If you had said it, his lawyers would have had a defamation of character assassination, would have had our channel banned.
Man, we just working, man. But my biggest deal, I agree with you.
But my point is, if it had been on any urban platform, it would have been consequences for it. But because he said it, oh no, Tory Lanez is locked up, but Jay-Z ain't, and Jay-Z is a bigger platform than any of it. So how do you attack a black billionaire like that and think it's no consequences?
Correct, and say things that are not true and don't even take it down, and tweets still stand up and they're cool with it, and it's like, wow, like, and it's swaying a narrative. It's almost as if it's to say, hey man, you can say whatever and however you say it, and ain't nothing nobody can do about it if you certain people. But if you say it and you're not that person, we're gonna ride you to to the wheels fall off and have your whole situation taken away. But it's just sad that this much power is given to somebody about our culture, and ain't much we can do about it. We've pretty much handed away. We always hand everything away that we have, and you hate to say it, you hate to see it. We do have a voice. There is a serious voice out here, man, and that's the whole game. Like, I hate to see Tory Lanez locked up in the first place. I hate to see what happened to Megan Thee Stallion happening to her as well, to even had to go through that with that night happening. They all was young, having a good time. But I get it. This is content for Vlad. He don't have, like you always say, a dog in the fight. I don't think it matters either way to him, because when he go at home at night, he ain't worried about what we doing. You know what I mean? And when he gets up in the morning, slide his slippers on, his Versace slippers and his Versace robe, he not tripping on what we doing until he get up there and he want to get some views. We're good content. Everybody plays with us in a way where they look at us and they figure out, oh man, let me talk about this, let me talk about that. And if you notice, everybody, when they trying to start stuff off, a lot of these guys, a lot of them, they come to the black, even the news. You know how much CNN and all those people have depended up on black people doing some crazy stuff so they could talk about it? Think about that for a second. Look how we've oversaturated the market always on the news. Have you noticed that when it comes to the way they depict us? Keep it real interesting, don't we?
We're the biggest retailers it is in the world. Not to get anything back.
Right? And it's sad. It's horrible. Because
it's sad that we don't see it. The sad part about it is we don't see it. We think, like nobody mad about it but us.
Man, listen, and the crazy part is when we talk about it, our comments is flooding, they gossiping. When we talk about our own people and our own situation and try to sway our own things the way we sway in it, like you said earlier, they don't even believe it or even have interest in it. You know what I mean? Because they've been so conditioned to believe it coming from somebody who don't look like us. This has been an ongoing thing for years, that your brain has been massaged into this way of thinking, to where when you see a brother speaking on black business, even some of your bigger rappers, even some of your people that I don't watch him, man, he be talking about people business. They that messed up that they can't even fathom seeing a black person speak about our own internal affairs. You see what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. But that's what they do, a lot of them, man, and it's sad because they've been conditioned. And so I continue to talk. That's why I call you. That's why I do the podcast, because I'm not gonna let you silence what we need to be doing. We need to be speaking with our own voice, saying what we want to say about our own people. And if you got a problem with that, that's the saddest thing ever, because you've been conditioned. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna leave it at that. But did want to come back and tell you, OG, you were 100% right. You hear me? You were 100% right. It was some hogwash, and you called it from the jump. You never was swayed. That's all that knowledge and wisdom you got. But thank you, man. That's all I'm trying to catch you. I know you got a busy day ahead, but I had to call you and just try to catch you before you started because I knew that, like, oh, he done called in and said exactly what OG called on it. OG, you called it. I was like, I got to call OG on this one, man, because I knew OG was on it. You done been right a lot of times, but your ass is something else no matter how you look at it, man. Well, thank you, OG, man, for calling in, man. But guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're still watching, guys, make sure you check this out. Earlier, OG had already checked that fact that Vlad, DJ Vlad, was talking hogwash when he said what he said, and basically he just confirmed it, calling in DJ Akademiks. So we had to get on here and let y'all see that he's now saying the same thing OG said earlier. There's some bull crap. It ain't even real. I was just talking. But look at the way he toys around with the culture. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.